See what happens.
Oh,
Hey
yeah?
guys, we're coming to you live again. Both of us, Paul's phone and my phone. I've got to run to set in a second.
We're in Ian's dressing room.
We're,
We're getting
we're,
cozy in Ian's dressing room.
we're the Salvatore brothers are.
Oh, I don't know my ring.
Wait.
Oh my
New,
gosh.
put a mask on your face. Oh no, we don't need to. It's
Okay.
anyway. Listen,
Hey, Ian's got 2 minutes because
I gotta go to set and
If that,
shoot.
if
But
that.
so here's the deal, guys.
We're winging it.
We're winging this, by the way, and it may fall on a lot of deaf ears. But this is a very serious thing right now. That I'm looking at tens of thousands of comments. I'm looking at the unrest and the fear and the anger that has now become this election, and it's dark. And I know that we're a country that's literally divided in half, right? But here's the thing, and neither one of these candidates are the best candidates in the world, and it's never going to be that way. It's simply not going to be that way. But I think we're going to regret, because, and it's what Paul and I were just talking about.
We live in this climate right now where, you know, people react to things that are sort of immediate, and I'm guilty of that myself. You know, if somebody's rambunctious and loud and against the norm, quote unquote, we think it's funny and we react to it because it's different, because it's lively, because it's exciting, and I think we've fallen into this trap where we get things so easily now. Everything's so accessible, you know, social media,
And the idea of celebrity. Everything is about the idea of celebrity.
And so what we want to say is this, like, we know that there are issues, but the thing that I'll tell you guys is this: if you're voting for a candidate because they're funny, or because you think they're funny, because they're different, they're against the status quo, just remember that we have 4 years. We are stuck for 4 years with this person, and they have the nuclear codes. They have to have the temperament to deal with world leaders. This isn't a joke.
Someone who's going to actually be able to negotiate internationally at tables and have the wherewithal to do that. Now listen, everyone's pissed at the Obama administration, and people are upset with Hillary Clinton's track record. By the way, look at Trump's. No one has a perfect record. But if you
he doesn't have a record.
He doesn't
He's not
have
a politician.
Well, other than the
Let's
fact
just
that
talk about
fact that he has 4 bankruptcies.
There's no record. There's no record. And some people say, oh, well, he's not a politician. That's a good thing. No, he's a reality star who's a bankrupt realtor whose dad gave him money. Now, I'm just saying, this is not a guy who
should be running the president, who should be running the United States of America.
That's right. We are an amazing country. I know we're going to get a lot of hate-filled comments.
And I agree. Listen, I respect your religious beliefs. I respect your political beliefs. But if you want your children to grow up in a country, Donald Trump is not going to keep us any safer. It's just not going to happen. I'm just asking. Here's the thing I'm asking. When you go to those polls, particularly now I'm speaking to the ladies, I'm talking to 18 to 45-year-old women. Or older, who feel pressure by their fathers, their boyfriends, their uncles, their husbands, who are scared shitless to speak up and say, I would like to vote for Hillary Clinton. Here's the thing. Just remember this. When you go into that polling booth and you close that curtain, no one's going to know what's going on in there. No one. If you want your daughters to grow up with rights, if you want your environment to actually start and stay being protected, if we put a climate denier in the White House, we're going to go backwards in time, and we simply don't have the time. You know, you say you want better economy, you think Donald Trump's going to build an economy. Here's the problem. Without a healthy environment, we have no economy. You think we have food shortages now. I mean, I sound like such a, I feel like I'm preaching, but I understand the country's divided. But I think if we can push Hillary to do good things, that's fine. Donald Trump is not the answer. If you disagree, I respect your position. I know you think she has a terrible track record. She's a leader. She has the experience, and that's a simple fact. And I know people don't want politics as usual. No one does. We don't want that. I agree with you.
And for me, it's not even like, oh, it's like I'm echoing what my friend Bryan Cranston said today. He's not, or no, I'm sorry, it wasn't Louis C.K. He's not choosing the lesser of two evils. I'm not choosing the lesser of two. I really like Hillary Clinton. I think she's an amazing. I think she's done incredible things over the last 30 years, and
she's a true public servant. She's a true public servant, not a reality television star.
Anyway,
listen.
You got to get this set.
I got to get.
We
this
don't want to
set.
belabor you guys. We love you guys. We thank you for being our fans. We appreciate that you are willing to listen to us. I don't know. I've run out of vocabulary words, but we love you guys, and we just want to relay our message.
I'm seeing these. She's going to be in jail. She's not going to be in jail, guys. A lot of people do a lot of dumb things.
And by the way, guys, I read an article today that isn't
I'm voting independent.
Well, hold on. Let me just. Here's the thing, guys. 99.999% of what Donald Trump's campaign, all the hatred, is based on hyperbole. It's all just this sort of notion that it's all conspiracy theories. There's no concrete factual evidence to any of his accusations. And so we're feeding into this rage, this like, oh, this X is going to happen and X is going to happen. And this is all just like a product of our own fears. And
no, we're
I was trying to wrap it up.
No, I see what you're saying. It's all about fear. We're doing everything about fear. And I understand, guys. I hear you. I'm reading some of these comments. Tracy Roberts says, I'm voting independent, but listening to all the debates and seeing the Facebook posts, I'm torn. I hear what you both are saying. Any advice? Here's the problem. We don't have another choice. Hillary Clinton's the only choice. And here's the other big problem. And I say this with all due respect. If you're voting for Johnson or you're voting for Jill Stein, I hate to tell you this. It's not going to help. You're actually voting for Trump. It's going to happen what happened to Nader and Gore. It's a simple fact. Just don't do it. We're coming. I'm coming. We love you guys. Sorry to sound so preachy, but this is just getting insane. Let's please use our heads and open our hearts and see through all the political bullshit. We have to have the right person in the White House, and we just need to push her to do the right things, but we just can't have him. I love you guys. Have an amazing, amazing night.
Thanks, guys.
And lots of respect and love. Good luck, America.